is a compass. A compass is a machine that helps our navigators to go in the direction they want, said Mrs. Banerjee, my physics teacher. How does it point to north? That's quite easy. Contest chair, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been intrigued about how a magnet works? As a 12-year-old, I was constantly amazed by this intriguing question, and Mrs. Banerjee showed me how to create a magnet. First of all, take any needle, hang it by a thread, and see, it points in all directions, it keeps moving. Then you take a magnet, the red one is north, white is south, you rub it in one direction once, twice, thrice, up to around 200 times. And then hang it. Voila! It points to the north. An amazing discovery. Now when I think about life, it's all about finding your own north, isn't it? First of all, take the needle for example. Take inventory. Where is it pointing to? It's pointing everywhere. Now this reminds me of an incident. When I was just 2 months away from my wedding, me and my fiancée were constantly fighting every second, every millisecond of our 20 hours. We value time so much, we fought tooth and nail. And then one particular evening, we were in a dingy, dark alley in winter. We decided we'd call it quits. This isn't working, we'd call this relationship off. And she walked. I was all alone, left. But hey, I was directionless. The horror images of Evil Dead, Exorcist, all those ghosts came into my mind. And I ran into one direction that was safe. Yes, towards the lady who was walking. Ran up to her, knock, knock. Now what? She snapped. Can you tell me the direction for the next bus stop? She laughed hysterically. And what it felt for eternity, she answered, "You idiot, you need me." Isn't it? I felt yes. So, not having a direction saved my relationship, and I'm happily married since earlier. But having said this, once we get the inventory, what do we do next? Now, yes, we have to find the magnet. Now, where do I get this magnet? Now, this reminds me of a story. In 1893, a young lawyer of Indian origin was traveling from Johannesburg, South Africa to Pretoria. While he was traveling, he was ejected from the train in one of the stations known as St. Pietermaritzburg, just because his only sin was he was carrying a first-class ticket and he was traveling in first class. Now during those days, there was apartheid in South Africa. The colored people were not allowed to travel in the first class, though they had a valid ticket. Now this young lawyer, he was thrown with all his luggage strewn across the platform. In that cold, dark night, the cold was so chilling that it almost froze his marrow. He took all his belongings, gathered his wits, went into the waiting room, and decided on something. He decided, no more, I will tolerate this injustice. He was angry, but he made this momentous decision to fight for the rights of Indians in South Africa. Such was this decision that he found his north. Yes, there were disappointing moments. He didn't give up. And he invented a kind of civil disobedience theory that's known as Satyagraha. Took it, stayed for 20 more years in South Africa, won the rights for Indian laborers, and took this concept to India and got her independence. Such was the mighty power of non-violence. He found his true north. Imagine if you get your north, what miracles would you do? He was the needle, he rubbed, and he became one of the needles of the compass. Once you become a needle in the compass, do you know what happens? Miracle happens. It always points to one direction. And just not all, you essentially become a magnet. You attract all the other needles onto you. And you have potential to rub it and point everybody to your own north. People say, we can't change the world. Yes, you can. Just remember, magnetism. Rub your philosophies. Point it to one burning goal. And we can change the world. Yes, you, Mr. Timer, you as well. All of us can change the world. So let's take the pledge. Find our inner north and that bigger cause. Bring happiness to our humanity.